Good afternoon, Tiger Sports fans. This is John Cannon. We're here with head football coach Roger Alame. Coach, Friday was a tough one.
Yep.
We knew, you and I both talked about that, Vex is tough and they're physical. When I tell you it was a physical ball game,
Right.
talk about that game. It was back and forth,
Yeah.
but coming in today, how did the kids feel? Are they pretty fired up and ready to get back to work?
They came in, and going back to the game, it was two very good ball clubs going at it, and I said 32-5 has got some really good football teams in there. We felt, going into the fourth quarter, the lead was trying to finish out. We just didn't finish the game, but the kids played extremely hard, effort all the way through, and that's what we preach, and that's what you can get from this team. And I was proud of our boys and the way they finished, and that's all you can ask for your team. Football is a game that can go either way at some points, but if your kids are playing hard with effort, you'll have an opportunity to win most of your games. They came in, Saturday morning they were fired up, as a staff and, our kids, it's a long week. We don't play till Saturday. So we reminded them this morning in practice, they got that bad taste in their mouth. We're in a bad place, but the only way to get out of it is to fight out of it. And they're fired up. They're wishing they could play tomorrow. But the thing with the football, it makes you wait. It makes you wait a week, and we want to see how you respond. And we feel we have a really good team, and good teams respond. We fought through adversity early on in the preseason. We come back and win some games. We feel that we're going to have to fight through some adversity here also, and we'll respond well. And that's what good teams do. They get up, they pick themselves up off the ground, get cleaned up, go back to work, and focus on what we can control. And that's, this week our next opponent is just so happens to be Pace on the road on a Saturday night, and that's what we're focused on.
There you go. Speaking of Pace, again, another tough match. It just seems like there's no breaks in this district, but. Yeah. From what you've seen from Pace, what is it that they do well?
They got their new coach, Coach Brownsville, who's doing a good job with them over there. They're a physical ball club as well. They run the ball really well. They got a few running backs here with some speed. They've scored on some 50, 60-yard runs. Very physical up front offensive line, well coached, and defensively they're aggressive defense. They're going to come after you, and so we're going to have our hands full again this week. And they're one of those teams that's hungry and they're physical, and they feel that they should be in the playoffs. So to them, this is going to be one of those games that they must win, and for us as well. So it's going to be another good game. They played Betts tough. They put 56 points this past Saturday on Brownsville Porter. So anytime you can score 50 points, you got some explosive players on your team. Randy, their quarterback's been there since last year, so he's got some experience. He knows how to run that offense. So again, looking at all that, they got a well-rounded team, and we're going to their place on Saturday night. So it's going to be another fun game, another interesting game.
I think the one thing with you guys is just continue to trust what you guys do. I mean,
right.
Offensively, you did a good job. You had a couple of penalties. Again, just a couple of little things that hurt. I'm sure you addressed that. But is it same game plan moving forward on both offense and defense?
Yeah, it's what we discussed as a staff. Whatever we're doing, it was been working, and it was evident Friday night. We had that opportunity there. He said we had to fight through some penalties that we couldn't overcome, and then we couldn't get off the field on third downs. But that doesn't mean we still stay with the same game plan that's brought us to this point. And we feel our kids are comfortable and they're playing fast. That's what we want. So they're going into there. We're going to go with what our strength is. Offensively, I think we played really well on Friday. It was a balanced attack of running and passing. We'll continue that defensively. We went out there. We just missed a few tackles, and that would be a lot of that was Gustavo running really hard. But we're going to reemphasize, just the little things like that, and making sure gang tackling and stuff like that. But no, we're going to the same game plan. We don't go back to the drawing board. We go back to work and find our mistakes and see how we can correct them, and that's what we'll be doing.
Now I know the running back situation. You got Matt Gracia back.
Right.
He ran the ball a lot the other day.
Right.
Is he kind of now your focal back? I know Fabian looking like he could be out for the rest of the season. So is he kind of now stepped? Even though I know you don't technically have a number one. But is he kind of your guy? Because he ran the ball a lot last week.
Ran the ball well. The week before that, Sonny had run the ball really well. And this week, Matt ran the ball really well. Sonny went in there as well. And we still have Alex Ramos there. So, yeah, Matt's going to be our back. for the most part. But we have a rotation going there, and we always say whoever's hot, whoever's working that night. Maybe Matt this week, maybe Sonny next week, Alex. It just it doesn't matter. We like keeping fresh legs in there, but Matt's obviously that's the position he's playing. He's doing well in, and we're going to start off with him, and if he continues to do well, that's what the direction we'll go with Matt.
I know Little Roger's hungry to get on that field. He wanted it last week. Is he gonna come back this week?
It looks very possible that this is the week he'll make his return.
I know he's pumped. He wants it bad.
Yeah, it's been a long process in the sense that there's a lot of extra that goes into getting back on that field. Not only you got to do your practices, he's got to do his rehab, and the first thing in the morning he's doing his rehab at the rehab facility. And then he's here practicing, and obviously lifting. Got to stay after practice and lift and make sure we got that strength. So finally, his arm strength is where it needs to be. He feels comfortable in his brace. He's out there tackling. All indicators point to yes that he'll be playing this week.
That's got to be courage. I mean, for any young man, I mean, he could easily just set out the rest of the year and not play. So for him to come back, how surprised are you? But then again, in a way, it's not a surprise because that's the kind of young man that he is. He wants to be on that football field.
We had a conversation, and I told him, obviously, he wants to play at the next level, and that's an option. And we can look at that, and I say, if you don't come back and play, no one's going to think different of you because of the injury you had. It's going to take some. It's going to take some courage to get back on that field. But he's been working towards that. He feels he wants to get back out there with his brothers. He feels he can contribute. And that's the main thing. He feels he can contribute. If he felt he couldn't, he says, Dad, if I don't think I could help the team, I would step aside, but I feel I can still help this team in a lot of aspects, not only, the playing, but the leadership and, just recognizing this defense is, he's been with me when we installed this defense 10 years ago. And so he knows it like the back of his hand, and the little adjustments that we can make, even going out there and recognizing formations and knowing what's coming, and just moving the defense around. So we're excited about it, but we do have a conversation. It's for 6 weeks to come back. Doctors telling him, trainers telling him, his rehab has gone very well, and it's a lot of courage to come back, but he's ready to come out here and represent Mercedes and Tigers, and he wants to get out there with his brothers. His brother's battling. He feels he should be out there with him, and he's done everything he needed to be back on that field, and hopefully it's this Saturday, and we'll see how he does.
Last question: what's going to be the biggest message? Again, like you said, you're 1-1.
Right.
And again, there's still a lot of football left. A lot of stuff can happen. What did you tell the kids moving forward? Because I'm sure the goals still say the same. You're still going for that gold ball. But what did you tell the kids to make them understand that we're down, but we're not out?
Right. I told them this morning. I told them Saturday, and then with some message we'll reiterate. We're in a place we don't want to be. Obviously, 1-1, but our goals are still there. Our goals are still in place. We got to finish out this season. We're halfway through. We got 5 more games, and at any point, no one's going to feel bad for anybody. You got to show up to practice. We feel, and our philosophy will always be: you win during the week. You win your games in practice and your preparation. We're gonna be prepared when we go into a game, and we're gonna be focused on what needs to happen. No distractions, and that's what we told our kids. Just continue to do what you've done. We're in a situation. Ball didn't bounce our way on this game, but we prepared ourselves for this. Like I said, we faced some adversity, but our goals are still there. We got to come back to work, and we got to go move forward. We can only control what's in front of us. The game of football, like I said, is a life lesson. You wish you could go back. What if I would have done this? What if I should have done this? We can't live in the past, and as hard as it is, these kids and all these kids who participate in football, the further you can look and say, what can I control? I can just control what's in front of me, and that's our opponents and my preparation for this week, and to make sure we get back on track. And that's our goal. Go 1-0 this week, get back on track, and finish out and keep rolling, finish out this season, and see where we land in the playoffs.
There you go. Well, Coach, we appreciate your time. Something new we tried here.
Yeah, that's right.
We did a video package for the preview. We're going to be doing quite a bit of this more often. So thanks a lot, Coach. Appreciate your time, and good luck.
Thank you.